Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be replacing the muffler on my 2006 Toyota Solara. As you can clearly see, it's riddled with holes, and it was definitely time for this guy to get replaced. So the first point of attack was getting off the flange bolts and getting the connection to the muffler off. In this part, we were using a sawzall. We also needed an angle grinder to get the bolts off, to release the flange connection to the rest of the exhaust. And so after a little fighting, that was probably the toughest part. This part took probably about 30 minutes, give or take. It was very difficult because of the amount of rust. Clearly you can see it is very shot, and that was probably the toughest part. And also you can see just the amount of rust and how shot this was. It was destroying the heat shield, and it was just a bad time. So after you get off the hanger, pop the new muffler in. Pretty simple, just hanging on to hangers. We're using fire rated silicone, high temperature rated silicone. You can use JB weld, whatever works. We have the new clamp on, the new flange, and some new bolts ready to go. We're getting the seal prepared with that silicone. Like I said, you use JB weld. So here is the new flange and the clamp and the new bolts with washers, looking good. And so here is the old muffler. So once we got this muffler off, we had to figure out the size of the flange and the pipe of the old muffler and make sure it would fit with the new one. So we traced that out, went to the parts store. I already purchased this muffler off Rock Auto. This took about 2 hours total in all for this job, and it was pretty straightforward as far as hanging it and everything. What we did was the tailpipe was actually a little bit too small, and so we sawzalled off this very end of the tailpipe and screwed it on there, and I think it gives it that factory look, and it just looks a lot meaner and it looks better. And this finishing touch took no time at all, so it was completely worth it. Took all of 5 minutes. And so now I'm going to show you guys the engine running, and you see how much more quiet it is. Thanks for watching, guys.